Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys. This is actually a continuation to the new term that I've been roaming all over the social media about the European Americans, and I was able to get an update. A lot of color people are actually out to actually accept this term, and I was able to put up some of the stitches. I'm just going to roll it as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section and let's dive into it.
European Americans.
European American.
European American.
European American.
European American.
European Americans.
European Americans.
European Americans.
European American. European American.
Look what I started, guys. I am so happy that more and more people are familiarizing themselves with the term European American. If you guys are wondering, I'm the one that started this trend. I posted a video about European Americans the other day and the whole trend has gone viral. This is something that needs to be normalized. I have been calling them European Americans for years. And before you guys get mad, European American is a legitimate term. Very clearly states that European Americans are people who descend from the first European settlers. They got so comfortable with calling everybody African American, Asian American, Mexican American, Native American. Okay, you're European American. It's your turn. So to everybody watching, start using this term from now on, European American. This needs to be normalized. This needs to be everywhere. This needs to be well known. But anyways, guys, European Americans, let me know what you guys think.
American.
European American.
European American.
Oh, I am so happy that this is happening. I'm so happy that this is happening. Myself, I'm a German American. And I came over here to the United States from Germany after the first grade. And I think that this is great because I always kind of had that confusion a little bit as a kid. Like I knew I was German. You know, my parents are German and English. And I knew I was from another place because I'd already been there, right? And so coming over here, and this was in the 80s, was crazy. But anyways, I'll go down a rabbit hole with stuff with you guys sometimes. I'm sorry. But I think that this is a good time to start bringing up things like the deconstruction of whiteness. Yes. White fragility, white privilege, right? And this is you know an open message to all my white-bodied brothers and sisters and friends on this app. Like this is something, okay? This is man-made, okay? And the supremacy thing has been debunked, and I can definitely go through that in another video. You guys can ask me, and trust me, I can destroy it. And but anyways, I think that this is a good time to start having these discussions. That a term that got set on literally a color of people is now dominated cultures and like political things and wars and, you know, mass unaliving of people and so on. And I think that this is just a very healthy time to start talking about this. Okay? Because like, it's like, you know, like I came over here and I was German, you know, I'm German. And, you know, you come here and you get citizenship in this beautiful country that's very unlike any others, okay? Understand that. I mean, how many democracies are there? Like 22 or 24 or something like that? And then how many of them work like ours without like the church or a parliament or some king or queen or something crazy involved in it, right? Like it's the people, we the people, like people here. We're all human beings, right? Like we all came from the primordial ooze of the Nile. You know, I like to call Africa Mama and Papa. I believe in evolution, by the way, and I believe in the Big Bang. Okay, so just for people that are just looking for a safe place for those kind of thinking people, we can do it right here. I'm okay with that. But I mean, like, let's start talking about it. Come on. Like in the 16th century or the 15th century, if you asked an Englishman, for instance, yeah, hey, what color are you? Hey, what color are you, Englishman? You know, peach. Something like that. Pinkish. Yeah. Like white wasn't. And then the literature back then around whiteness and Caucasians, like just, right? Now in 2024, we got to digest more of that. I think the digestion never really happened. And, you know, I mean, like, it's just things like that. And I love that this creator's doing that. I love all their creators and how they're coming about it, like European Americans. Hey, what's wrong with that? I mean, we were all, you know, Spanish, French, German, Russian, Austrian, you know, people from Switzerland, the Netherlands, Norway, the Norwegian, Polish, people from Sweden, people from Switzerland. I mean, Italians. Yeah. And we all got wrapped up in this bucket called white for purposes of division and monarchy and power. You know, like, we're all just human beings here, right? We're all human beings here on a slowly cooling rock flying through the universe. Like, I don't know how else other to put it. You know, it's poetic for me, at least. You know, I think it's poetic. You know, and a lot of theory that we still carry with us in 2024 was philosophy made up because we couldn't define the world around us. And I think that this can open up so much dialogue and go to such a really great place. You know, there's been a lot of white deconstructionists in the past. I'm a big Tim Wise fan. If you're looking for books, I like Tim Wise. But start reading books about anti-racism. I mean, this is, you know, a sociological construct. This was made amongst people. Okay, this isn't something that came from a celestial dictator in the sky or anything like that. Okay? This was made amongst humans, like, in how we interact with each other. And I think that it's such a complex sociological phenomenon that it's going to take, you know, debating and really, like, what's going to be the goal of humanity. I mean, it can be argued that, you know, humans have been on 2 feet walking around for 100,000 years or 250,000 years. You know, I don't care. Pick one, whatever. But and the span of humans is still not even that huge on this planet at all. So I mean, like, what's the goal for humanity? And I think that this is good. Let the free inquiry happen. Let the questions come. Let the debates happen. Not everything has to be an argument that ends in a war. Like, you can, you know, I don't like using the term to agree to disagree. I kind of don't like the wording. Oh, sorry. Like, I don't like the wording with, you know, agreeing to disagree. I just something with that. We can do that at another time. But, like, let's open up dialogue into some of these things that we've constructed socially amongst ourselves as humans and start deconstructing them and defining them. I think it's awesome. maybe more white-bodied individuals will start taking the walk and the journey of this. Like, learn who your people were 100 years ago. Where did you come from? Do some of these DNA tests. They're awesome. Yeah, and, you know, kind of, unfortunately, but the Catholic Church kept a lot of medical records and baptism records on people that look like me, you know. And another funny thing is history went right off the father's last name. You know, I guess maybe it's because it's some weird idea that 50% of the population shouldn't have rights or own anything. You know, so try and go back with your mom as far as you can go. You know, you can find this with marriage licenses, I'm sure, and things like that, and searches on the internet. But I mean, it can start there. You know, European Americans, yeah, man. We came over here. This country wasn't ours. I'm a big believer that it's called Turtle Island. You don't know the history and why it's called that. I encourage you to learn that and listen to the first people here on this continent, okay? And listen to their history and their stories. You know that there was a bridge one time between Russia and Alaska, and that's gone now. You know, people walked across that thing before it, you know, went under the water. So I encourage people to look up some of this stuff. But European Americans, all right, let's go. Sound off. You're not white.
So you're the one that's making everyone just a tad bit dumber in the United States, huh? Congratulations. It's your Argentinian daddy here, and I was expecting this to come from an American liberal to create more division within their country. I sure as hell was not expecting it from a Hispanic. So, yeah, what you should have done is you should have helped Yankees, Americans, with the fact that they keep using the term African American to just describe their black people. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if somebody calls the police, or in a movie, when they say it was an African American, that the police officer, or in the movie, automatically is a black guy. Showing how uneducated you guys are, that you don't know that there's white Africans. Yeah. So now with your term, which is the correct term, I'm not giving you a hard time, you didn't make it up, you didn't create it. But now, since you didn't educate the audience about the term, you just started using it, Americans are now going to automatically think that just all European Americans are just white people. There's no brown Spaniards, just forget about it. If you're a little brown and you're a Spaniard, forget it, you're no longer a European American, I guess. If you're white and you're an African, well, not in the United States, you ain't no African. You're a European American now. So, congratulations, dude. Like Americans needed to have more chaos thrown into their lives. And again, I expected it from one of their uneducated American liberals. I really did. I really did. But not from a Hispanic. You're making us all look bad. Okay? Alright? You should at least explain yourself a little more and educate your audience to tell them that there is brown and black European Americans and there are white African Americans. But you didn't do that. So, yeah. Congratulations. You did your part for society. You made everyone just a tad bit dumber.
Energy, because remember, as your definition, America is the entire continent. Because remember, this is the continente americano. We're all American. And where do Spaniards descend from? Where do Mexicans come from, if not Europe? You are also a European American using your own definitions. I'm not against you using the label of European American, but if you're going to use it correctly. Compared a Mexican American to a European American. If you're going to compare them correctly, it would be a North American American to a European American. You see, that's why it doesn't make sense. That's why everybody's causing such a big uproar and issue, because it doesn't make sense. If you want to compare a Mexican American, you can compare them to an Italian American, to an Irish American, which they do use these labels. Before you do this whole pick me bullshit, like, here you go, Irish American Center, Stark County Italian American Festival, like, these people do it too. The thing is, you just aren't exposed to it because you're not in America. Who do you think dyes the river green every year for St. Patrick's Day? Irish Americans. That's not an America thing. That is the Irish Americans that are doing it. Just like how in Chicago, when it's Independencia de Mexico, how they go do the grito and they go all out with the flags. Like, they do that. Every type of American does it. The thing is, you guys aren't just, for some reason, aren't exposed to other type of European Americans.
Man, you used my likeness in your video. Well, yeah, and I want to say thank you because I agree with you and stuff. But let's make something clear. You might have got this trend started on TikTok, but a lot of us out there in the punk rock scene and stuff, we've been trying to say this for years because we were making fun of racists that were like, you know, everybody American except us whiteys. So yeah, we've been saying it for a while now. We're just glad that people are catching up to it, as well as you are glad that people are catching on into it. And I will support that all day long. Just saying.
I'm not gonna lie, you had me until this little part right here. The part where you imply whether we give a fuck if they care what we call them or not. Because we don't. If you think I give a fuck whether you like being called European American or not, you're very fucking wrong. Because I can tell you a bunch of words we didn't like being called, but you use them anyways, you fucking European American.
So lovely. For those of us that don't know what is actually going on all over the social media, like, this is actually a trend that been there. So this, you know, guy who happens to be a Mexican guy, so decided that, okay, he was just all tired of the, you know, like, as if it's a discriminatory thing, you know, giving a term. So he talks about how he was actually tired of the term, you know, Black Americans, you know, Asian Americans, Mexican American, Hispanic American. That why is it that there's nothing like, you know, European American? That if they actually want to give, you know, everybody terms, like they want to associate everyone, every race to that of, you know, their historical background, that is best they actually do all of the things completely without, you know, trying to, like, you know, this, you know, try to, like, make other people look like they are the real owners or that the real people, and every other person that is associated with this term are now visitors or immigrants and all of that. So he went ahead to talk about how, okay, what if let's start this term of European Americans, and this got a lot of, you know, pan-colored people like, are you okay? We are the real Americans, blah blah blah. Like, there are so many, which I have actually posted some of their, you know, stitches. If you check very well, you could just check it out. So this is a kind of a continuation to the said, you know, term that actually taken over social media. And the thing is that this young man now is actually saying that he was the one that invented it, which he was the one that actually started all of it on, you know, TikTok and all of that. But this thing is just, you know, something that I think everybody have actually had a thought about. Like, personally, I have had a thought of this. I was like, you know, due to the course of my, you know, stitches, is European, like Asian American woman did this, black, you know. So I was like, why is it that every other person is being, you know, added with something? Why is it that that's not like European American? Since these pine color people, you know, they're actually originated from America, from Europe. So why not they, you know, also have this kind of European Americans too? Instead of them feeling as if, you know, they are the real people or they are the real owners of the land which they stole, which, you know, historically they stole the land from the real copper, you know, black people and all of that. And I was like, I was just giving it a thought, and boom, I saw that on TikTok, and it's just something that I was like, wow, this is what I was even thinking about. And people were leaving, comments in my section when I posted the first part of this video, and a lot of people were like, yeah, they were actually thinking the same thing. And I was like, wow, this is just something that everyone has in mind, and he was able to just bring it to light. So a lot of people now are just getting a little bit upset because of the fact that he said he's the inventor, blah blah blah, and all of that. But the issue is that I do not even care about who is the inventor and who invented it. My own is that the way at which they describe other people, other race, and all of that, like by Asian American, Black American, Hispanic American, Indian American, they should also have a term, because it's as if everyone is actually an immigrant, and you cannot just try to discriminate people, but you are not even the real owners of, like, you are living in a stolen land, like your ancestors decided to go to a place that they never owned. They saw the real owners living there. They decided to inflict, I think it's diseases and all of that, infected them, took away everything from them, enslaved them. They even went as far as going out there to look for people that look exactly like the ones that they have already colonized. They go out there, brought so many of them from far away from Africa and all of that, enslaved them, made them to actually build whatsoever they are. Then you now are claiming the real owners of the land and trying to give them to people that came the same way at which you came. Like, seriously, when I saw this at first, I was like, this is just something I was just thinking out loud, and this is it. So I've seen a lot of comments, you guys leaving comment that, okay, can I use it? Should I use it? It's a very good thing. Like, I think it should be, it should be used. If something like Black American should be used, I think everyone now should actually start knowing their background. Everyone should start knowing their historical background, where their ancestors originated from. Since this year is the year of revelations, the year of truth, the year of knowing, the year of knowing your background, the year of awakeness. Like, seriously. Anyway, lovelies, when I saw this video, I was like, since I have posted the first part and this is just like a continuation, why not just put it up here for us to actually know that, okay, this is a term that can be officially used, even if Wikipedia can be approved. Like, if it was approved by Google, that means it is a nice one to use. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or worse. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So guys, I also want to use this medium to say a very big shout out to my newest subscribers, to those people that actually share my videos, leave commentaries, like educated each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. And also to my channel members, thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you for joining. And to those people that super chat me as a sign of encouragement, thank you so much. And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like this video, share, leave your thoughts, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.